Hey guys, Matt Wicker with Chatley Marine. Today we're going to take a look at a all-new redesigned 2025 Ultra 255 from Sea Hunt Boats. Before climbing in the boat, we'll go over some of the specs. The boat is 24 foot 11 inches long, has an 8 foot 9 inch beam, has a shallow draft of only 14 inches, a max horsepower capacity of 350 horsepower, although 300 does a phenomenal job, fuel capacity of 120 gallons, dry weight of 4,600 pounds, and a dead rise of 18 degrees at the transom, 24 degrees at the midship, and then at the bow, very, very sharp entry. Get a shot of that of 55 degrees. Climbing in the boat, we'll start at the bow. You'll see just how spacious this bow area is. There's plenty of room for 2 to 3 adults to stretch out without touching. You'll also notice the full wraparound bolsters that contour the bow of the boat. Boat standard with bow cushions and bow backrest. The cushions are the contoured cushions, so you'll have that kind of spa style seating. However, if you prefer the flat cushions, you can order the boat and they'll exchange with flat cushions for no additional charge. There's also recessed bow rails, powder coated, so if you're in rough water, it gives you something to kind of hold on to. And also recessed cup holder, rod holder combinations, perfectly placed on the bow in arm's reach for drinks or if you're fishing. The 255 Ultra is the first boat in Sea Hunt's lineup with an optional bow filler cushion, and this is an option that we pretty much sell on every one of our 255 and larger Sea Hunts. And you can really feel the difference in room and the additional width of the 255 over the little brother, the 239, 245. And I actually have just so happens to have one beside this one. So take a look at the bow room on this 255 Ultra, and we'll swing over and look at the 245, which is still a huge bow area for a 23, 24 foot boat. But again, this 255 Ultra bow is massive. With the bow filler cushion removed, you can see the standard bow beverage center in place. Plenty of room to store drinks, cans, bottles, wine chillers. And again, this is a standard feature on the 255 Ultra. With the bow cushions removed and the filler in place, you can see just how massive of a casting area this gives you. Plenty of room to work the bow of the boat, throw cast nests, move about for a couple of people. And also I feel like it's less awkward. You're not going to step back and step into the space between the two bow cushions. So I really like the bow filler cushion, not just for hanging out, but also for fishing, throwing cast nets, and working the bow of the boat. Onto the storage in the bow. Under each one of these storage boxes is a 148 quart insulated fish box with overboard drains. Again, these drain out the side of the boat, not down to the bilge area. And you can just see how nice of a job Sea Hunt does with their fit and finish. Everything's gasketed, stainless steel hydraulic shock to hold those lids up. And again, of course, same storage area on the port side. In addition to that, there is a slide out storage box here. Makes use of every inch of space. Comes standard with a Sea Hunt wine bottle opener too. And then in the floor, you've got 188 quart in-floor storage. And again, just pointing out the fit and the finish, Sea Hunt does a great job. And there's also cup holders, not only in the gunnel, but you can see just behind the backrest there are cup holders there also. And these do drain. You can see the little white circle there beside the speaker. So everything here is going to drain to the floor. Sea Hunt does a great job, again, with their attention to detail and quality. Same way with these backrests. These ports drain just beside this speaker. So if you're going to leave it on a lift, no need to worry about excess water getting into the bilge. Console seat of Sea Hunt 255 Ultra does have plenty of room for 2 adults. And you'll really like and appreciate how this console hardtop is kind of integrated together. So it gives you a lot of additional walking room as you move about the boat. You can see the full length bolsters. Again, oversized pull-up cleats. Bolsters are going to run the length of the boat, and then we'll continue on to the stern. One of the biggest changes for 2025 on the 255 Ultra SE are the addition of the dual side entry doors. Makes your life a lot easier working around the dock. It was really popular last year on the 27 Ultra and 265 Ultra, and they now have integrated that into the 255 Ultra. So stepping into the boat makes it much easier for older adults, no matter what side of the dock you're on. Easy entry. Same way with that side entry ladder, which is a very common option. When you do get that option, they do put mounts on both sides, which makes getting in and out of the water from sandbar island hopping much easier. The rear bench, very spacious, plenty of room for 4 adults, no problem. You do have dual VIP seats, which are these recessed seats here. Super comfortable, but in addition to the comfort, it does position that back passenger farther to the transom and give you additional walking room for people moving throughout the boat. You'll also notice at the transom dual cup holder, rod holder combinations, oversized pull-up cleats, walk through at the transom as well, and it maintains that Sea Hunt dual anchor storage in the stern, so you don't have to carry that nasty anchor throughout the boat or store it under one of the back seats. Just very clean design by Sea Hunt. With the cushions removed, again, you can see Sea Hunt makes use of every single storage space. We'll start over on the port side. You've got a 10-gallon insulated recirculating live well with a Sea Hunt embossed lid under the center compartment. You do have lift out storage bin, and as a second note, I really like how you have tons of access to work on this boat. Easy access to through hole fittings, bilge pumps, live well pumps, freshwater pumps. Sea Hunt does a great job of giving mechanics access to work on the boat. And on the starboard side, 5-gallon cast net storage bucket. And again, when this is removed, easy access for mechanics to work. While I have these open, I also want to point out the fit and finish once again, as well as the static hinges, which is nice. You can open these up and they'll stay right where you open them. If you're in rough water, they're not going to slam on your fingers, or if you have kids or anything like that. Just a nice safety feature. Something else you'll notice on the 255, everything is just a little beefier than the 239, 245. So the drainage, you get dual drainage ports on both sides. Again, cleats, oversized, and this is a 245 beside us. So you can kind of see the features that I was pointing out there. Single drainage port, which is fine. Large pull-up cleats. When you go to the 255, you get the same cleats they use on the 28 game fish, 30 game fish, so much larger. Same way with the in-floor drains. Again, just above that drain is the high pressure raw water wash down that's standard. And again, all the 255 Ultras are standard with a freshwater shower, which is right here. So pull out. And it's fed by the freshwater tank that also feeds the mister system and the 2 additional speakers on the floor. Taking a look in the console. Got a lot of room down here. I'm 6 foot and I can just about stand up in the head. Storage underneath the bow area, and again, that access hatch there is where you access the valve for the overboard discharge. Porcelain head with a pump out. Side entry ladder storage. You have 2 sets of mood lights. You have mood lights in the floor, and then you also have a second light up top here, if I can pan and get that. You do have storage hooks along the wall. Again, just pointing out they make use of every single ounce of space. Battery system built into the fiberglass there, and it is standard with 3 batteries. You can see those, easy access in the console, and easy access to all your wiring. Again, pointing out that Sea Hunt gives our guys, if you ever have to add anything, add a GPS or work on anything, plenty of room to get in there and do what you need to do. First thing you notice about the console is the glass enclosed hardtop. And again, this is actually tempered glass, not acrylic, which is a big upgrade over a lot of manufacturers using acrylic. Acrylic will spider. You have to be really careful what you clean it with. And Sea Hunt experimented with that several years ago, and the full tempered glass is definitely the way to go. And you do have a electric vent there which you can open it up and really funnel wind through here on a hot day. Added last year was the additional glove box. Great place to put billfolds, stuff like that. Interior mood lights built into the hardtop, and then again you have aft and forward spreader lights as well. Boat is standard with a Garmin VHF radio that's integrated into the GPS. The DSC feature will work. If you're offshore, there's a button right there, distress button. You can flip that up, hit the button, and if registered, we'll send your coordinates to the Coast Guard. It also is standard with a single Garmin 1243 XSV. If you do want to add a second one, there is room to add that there. And then an upgrade from last year for 2025, they did upgrade the stereo to the Media Master 105 and a 6-channel 600 watt JL Audio amp, which powers 6 JL Audio speakers. And there's also a wireless phone charger just above that. Great switch layout, and we'll run through the lights here in just a second. But everything's labeled very nice and neat. It is standard with the Yamaha CL5 display, which is the color display, touchscreen. Big upgrade over the standard command link gauges. Tilt steering is standard on all sea hunts. Again, fly-by-wire shift and throttle is going to be standard. This boat is standard with a 300 XSB2 and is now optional for 2025 with a 350, and we'll hit that in just a minute. Cup holders on the dash, perfectly placed. Again, something small, but this second set of footrests there, everybody loves that, because if I'm standing and my wife is sitting, her feet don't have to dangle. They'll fit there perfectly. There's a fold down footrest if both of us want to sit, and the C100 embossed footrest on the bottom. As promised, the lights. This boat has lots of cool features. You got 4 blue mood lights above your head, as well as mood lights in the front corners and rear corners. You also have courtesy lights on each side of the console. Move back there, you can still see additional lights there, and kind of bright, but hopefully you can see the underwater lights that are standard with 2 ocean LED underwater lights. Really light up the water. Taking a look at the transom, you will see the trim tabs that are recessed under the hull, the oversized eyes at the back, underwater LED lights standard by Ocean LED. Like the placement of all the drains too in the line. I think that looks clean. And the slide out ladder here. I'll get down and show you this. This is a kind of a dive ladder in addition to the side entry ladder. So folds down, and of course there's steps on both sides. And the last change for 2025 is the option of the 350 Yamaha on the 255 Ultra. Shown here is the 300 XSB2, and honestly it does a phenomenal job. I can't see any reason to go to the 350, but I also have never heard somebody say they get too much motor, so I wouldn't talk you out of it. But 300 does a great job. I'll try to post some performance bulletins right after this so you can see the difference in the 2 engines. If you're in the market for a new boat, before you make any buying decisions, please give me a call. Matt Wicker, Chatley Marine, 919-775-7259. I'd love to answer any questions that you may have and try to save you some money in the process. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day.